Hello, good evening, and a welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We're here Tuesday evening, live, with all right, let me get this right, because it's another one of those championships that's got many names, so it's a mouthful. We're here tonight with round 2 at Brands Hatch of the Suzuki Swift Endurance Cup Challenge Championship, brought to you by Virtual Racers Club, with the main sponsor of Seal Oil. Welcome, 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 one and all. You are welcome. Right then, they're going to qualify any second, okay? There's rule changes. There has been amendments to the Suzuki Swift Endurance Cup Challenge Championship, and I will get to them and a table. So let's all get very excited about that as we're looking at Majid nipping around in his Suzuki Swift Group 4 car. We're going to race for 60 minutes. They're going to have 10 minutes of qualifying on the Racing Hard tyre, and they will start the race on the Racing Hard tyre. At some point in the 60 minutes, they have to do 2 stints on soft tyres, but only a maximum of 5 laps. It's like a little boost, like you get a little boost in E Formula. It's they get a 5-lap boost on soft tyres, but they cannot exceed those 5 laps. And the amendment in the rules is they have to finish the race on hard tyres. Now, following rules, as you may have noticed if you joined us last week, is tough for our boys out there. They've got a lot of plates spinning in the air, and rules don't bother them. And who am I to judge? As a commentator, I was all over the place. I was on the rules, I got the rules, and then I went away from the rules, and then I come back to the rules, and then I held my hands up and said, I don't know. But this I know. Now I know what the rules are. They start on hard tyres as they qualify on hard tyres. Then they proceed to race for 60 minutes. Have I said R? I think I got it up, and I definitely remember doing an R. There's a few Y's there, so let me just balance it out a bit, because what's Guesty in? Well, Bazza, I know Baz is in Skyjacker's back pocket, but I don't know what Guesty's got an issue with. So, 10 minutes of qualifying. Let's have a look at the chat. And brought my glasses with me. I need a drink. Ensign Hewitt, hello there. Racer Brown saying hello. Skyjacker saying good evening, sweetness. Hello, darling. And Ensign Hewitt saying I had to ask Skyjacker how to count earlier. There, see? They've got to learn 5. It's like your gears. Think about it when you're on when you're on your longest straight. Just think you're in top gear, so as soon as you think of the laps. So Racer Brown's on track. Oh, we've got a table, haven't we? Hang on. Jeez, while they were on their out lap, we may as well, hadn't we? May as well have a look. Funny how I looked at Racer Brown and that reminded me to look at the table, because obviously in his McLaren Swift, he's at the top with 22 points. I think that's a point for fastest lap, point for pole, and 20 points for the win. Homesick Alien is in second on 18 points, and Jim is in third on 16 points. You're seeing a pattern if you saw last week's stream. Ensign Hewitt is fourth on 14 points. Snorlax is fifth in 12 points. Actually, you wouldn't, because you'd think Bazza was up there in second, wouldn't you? But he was a naughty boy. He's a very naughty boy. So Snorlax, fifth, is on 12 points. Majid is 6th on 11 points. Bazza is 7th on 10 points. And Bandit 8th. He did not score because he left. So Racer Brown, he's on his out lap. We're at Brands Hatch. It's the long one, isn't it? I would have thought they'd gone small. Jimbo. Strong race from Jim last week, with fighting off the likes of Bazza and Ensign Hewitt, keeping up with the Alien all the way. So Jim in the Karcher, sponsored Suzuki Swift, car 66, one to watch. Snorlax, that is a lovely looking livery on that one, I tell thee. I think I've said Skyjacker would like that one as well last week. I do recall that. Small things in my mind trigger these little electric shocks, and then a memory does appear. So yeah, Snorlax looking fine. He's just pulled over to let Majid through. Maybe he's messed this lap up and he knows Majid's on a run. A little back end kick out there from Majid. Very serious, isn't it? Very serious stuff here at Brands. Actually, he's gone a little wide. Has he lost too much time on that? Although he's given him a great entry into the next corner as he works his way along. Is it Pilgrim's Drop? Something like that. I'm not going to start doing the corners because I ain't got the map, and I'll just make a hash of it and call all the corners the wrong corners, and then you'll all laugh at me, and I don't want you laughing at me. This is serious, professional for 2023. So Majid is he's going around. No one's done a lap yet. Who's at the front then? Let's have a look. I think it's Racer Brown, isn't it? Racer Brown will be the first to cross the line. That'll be the benchmark for us all to aim at. Jokus in the chat saying evening. Bandit saying good evening. Get a ban. I hate myself. Oh yeah, he's qualifying ban. Are you in the not in? Oh yes, you got a quali ban, didn't you? I think. Mama Homesick saying evening thingy. How are you? I am mighty fine, thank you very much. Oh, have they done their times while I was reading the chat? Oh well. Daz saying evening thingy, and Pat saying a Karcher sponsored car. Is he hoping to clean up and take all the points? Maybe, possibly. So Guesty, who missed round one by a roundabout and that's hair with traffic, is put it on pole to stamp his authority all over this championship. Homesick Alien, second fastest in the Good to Talk car. British Telecom takes me back, that, eh? He's getting purples on this lap. Maybe we'll stick with it. I'm getting Bob Hoskins feelings off his car. So, Guesty's your fastest. Racer Brown's third is very tight, though. I mean, well, Guesty's half a second faster. And Homesick's lost that purple. He's got that purple feeling, has gone away. Racer Brown then, third fastest. Then we got Jimbo, fourth fastest, 0.08 of a second off of Racer Brown's time. It is tight out there. He's 2/10 up on the fastest man. That is Guesty. On these hard tyres, these Swifts, though, are on rails. They're just on a knife's edge at all times. And Bandit saying, drinking a beer in the garage with the boys. I like your style. That's the way it should be done. Jim crossing the line. That's pole sitter for Jim in the Karcher Suzuki Swift, and he is showing great form from last season. He just wants to have a little rest in Paddock Hill Bends, and obviously let Racer Brown through and someone else, Majid, I believe. Guesty's gone faster, but not fast enough to beat Mighty Jim out there, with Homesick Alien third fastest. Going a little look, they're struggling with these Swifts. They don't want to stay on the road. No way, no sir. So Racer Brown is fourth fastest. Majid, fifth fastest. Only a 10.5 behind Racer Brown. It's nothing. It's nothing. He's 3/10 up on his time already. And that could be a big jump for him ahead. And we're halfway through qualifying at the moment, and it's been bright. Bazza has just qualified, gone to 7th, just behind Jokus and Snorlax. Oh man, it's a bigger field than last week. It's great, it's grand. So imagine then, yeah, I missed his time. Sorry, you guys probably saw it. I was looking at people's names. He's half a second up. This is top three. This is aiming for top three. It looks like he had a little slide on there, but I don't think it was oh, hey! Hang on, let me cut away and cut back. It might straighten it out. That was cool on two wheels, though. I liked it. So Majid, he was half a second up on his own time. Crosses the line, fourth. Oh, just missed out on the top three there, but a great lap from Majid. Beautiful stuff. Snorlax going faster as well, sixth fastest, ahead of Jokus. Oh, caught Jokus just at the wrong time with Telefonica Movie Star. Liveried Suzuki just having a slight off there. He's 6/10 behind Snorlax and 8 thousandths of a second ahead of the Belgian Bullet. There he is in the dead ball. And it's a lovely looking car. I've got to say, I love them splashes of colours. It's cracking. Big Dan's woke up. He's just put a lap in. He's 800ths off of Bazza's time, but we're just watching Bazza come around. Is it faster? It is. He's gone 7th. He's gone ahead of Jokas. Unbelievable stuff. Joker's then 8th fastest. Ensign Hewitt 9th fastest. Bandit being a very naughty boy, having a beer in the pit lane. Jimbo, still your pole sitter. This is cracking. There's Racer Brown, though. He will be the next to cross the line. We'll sit with Racer Brown. We'll sit alongside Racer Brown. What the hell, eh? He's a second down, though, on his own time. Maybe we'll sit with his next lap. He's got to find 400ths on the Jiminator. He's just strolled in here like a bad boy with his Uzi 9mm, and he's just killed everyone. Bandit saying perfect lap, Jimbo. It virtually was. So we're on Racer Brown then. This is it. He's going for it down into Paddock Hill. Takes up a load of curb. Then he's going to be braking hard for Druids. Trying to get onto that apex. Tight in second gear. Those hard tyres doing him no favours whatsoever with grip. He's heading down towards... it's Damon Hill's dad. Graham Hill end. And then up to Surtees. And that's it. I'm giving up on you then. See, I nearly fell apart with Graham Hill. And it was Cooper Straight, I think. But that's it, I'm done. Big Dan then, another lap. And he's pulled himself up a little further. And he's up behind the Baz now, knocking Jokers down into a 9th spot. But we're on board with Racer Brown, half a second off his own time. He cannot get a break. Can Racer Brown around Brands Hatch right now? And we are moving into the last minute of qualifying. And there's nothing doing for Mr. Brown, it seems. Guesty has now gone fastest of everybody. And it was Guesty we should have been sat on board with, not this loser. My God. Oh, 2/10 though. He's pulled a bit back. I'll take the loser thing back. Sorry, Mr. Brown. I didn't mean it really. I just meant on this lap. And Racer Brown, he's 2/10 off pole. And he was 2/10 up, but not as fast as Guesty. This is going to be... Oh, he's 2/10 down, wasn't he? Sorry, but he might pull that back. Nah, a bit back, but not a lot. Right then. So it's Guesty we should be watching, because Guesty's on fire. Someone hose him down, quickly. Here he comes to cross the line again. And he's not dancing in the tears of sim racers today. On that lap, Jimbo wants to reclaim pole, but he just can't quite do it. We have got 10 seconds left of quali. I don't know what's going to happen. Those guys will get to finish that lap, I'm sure, because we had such a countdown last time. And now Racer Brown, he's heard those echoes, he heard me say. And we've got some guys crossing the lines. There's no times popping up. Someone is just about to cross the line. I would go hunting for him, but it's, you know, he's purple again. They weren't any faster, whoever it was, crossed the line. So at the moment we've got Guesty on pole, Jim in second, Racer Brown in third, but he's going for it. And then we've got Homesick Alien in fourth. We've got Majid in fifth. We've got Bazza in sixth. We've got Snorlax in seventh. We've got Ensign Hewitt in eighth. Then I believe it's Jokus, and Bandit is waiting in the pit lane patiently for a start. And there we go. It's purple again. Purple, purple, purple. That's all we're seeing. It's purple haze, baby. And that's what Racer Brown's about. And that's why he's always making those trips to Colombia. And here he goes. He's really throttling that Suzuki Swift as he heads towards the line. And it's his last chance to get pole. Can he do it? He gets pole. He gets pole. Racer Brown on pole. Guesty. He's making a run for it. Jimbo's making a run for it. Who's closer? It's Guesty as he comes up over the hill. We haven't seen any of his sector times. We don't know how this lap's gone. We are hoping he has had a cracker as he heads towards the line, and he gets the checkered flag, and he gets pole as well. Now back to Jim. How's Jim doing as he's heading towards the line? Third fastest for Jim. He's got every chance of putting it on pole. He goes across the line, and the timer runs out, and we didn't really get to see the grid. All right, and Guesty's on pole. Racer Brown second. Jim is in third. Homesick Alien is fourth. Majid in fifth. Bazza in sixth. Snorlax seventh. Ensign Hewitt eighth. Jokus in ninth. Bandit in 10th. So great qualifying there from, well, Bandit hasn't hasn't posted a time, obviously, but great time there. Great, but look how close it is. It's the spread is 2 seconds less, but they're so tight. They're so tight towards each other. Oof. So Snorlax wants a couple of seconds to get his stuff in order. So yes, again, they'll be starting on the hard tyres. They can pit at any time during the 60 minutes and put soft tyres on, but they can only use those soft tyres for 5 laps. And I do believe that includes out laps and in laps, because it's still a lap, isn't it? Let's face it. So, yes, 5 laps, and then they must pit again and either put hards on or softs. They can only use softs twice in a race, and for a maximum of 5 laps. But as we saw a couple of people finding a way to miss out a pit stop last week by finishing on softs, there has been a rule amendment that the tyres, they must finish the race on hard tyres. There you go. Get around that one then, Homesick, Jim and Ensign Newitt. So we go to the track. We'll do this just because it's good form. It gets me into the groove, but we will get shoved in the car. It will be a pain. We will quit out of the lobby, and then we'll have to start trying to catch up with this race. So the lights are on. Here we go, you buggering thing. It's this bit that really annoys me, why it can't remember, because that's the bit where we miss it. And there we go, we're off. Guesty to an absolute blinding start ahead of Racer Brown, with Homesick Alien moving up into 3rd place. Magid in 4th. Snorlax, it's Jim. Jim's had an absolute diabolical start. I reckon he must have been in the wrong gear or something. He's had a little knock from behind, but he's not let that pertude him as someone tries to go over the inside. It's Snorlax, cheeky. But so Jim's slipping back, I'm not sure. Oh no, Jim's back ahead of Snorlax, sorry. Up ahead then, Racer Brown's got the move done on Guesty. Guesty's dropped down into 4th place. He's side by side with Magid. Magid on the move, with Racer Brown now in the lead from Homesick Alien as the championship table stands. Guesty in 3rd with Magid all up in his business. In 4th place, he's going for a move, but it's a brave man who takes a move there on hard tyres on the first lap. Let those tyres warm up, lads. Jimbo then, the cold tyres is what we're putting down. His drop off from 3rd down to 5th, with Snorlax right there on his cheese. Bazza is in the mix now, 7th place ahead of Joker's Bandit up 9th, and Ensign Newitt has had a huge drop as well. There's been some absolute corkers of starts out there, and there's absolutely been some stinkers, but Ensign Newitt going for a move on the M&M Suzuki, and side by side it's looking like a battle here from these two as they come up to the final corner, and Ensign Newitt's got the inside line. He claims the corner, he claims the place. Bazza I saw side by side just now. No, he isn't. He's all on his Todd, chasing down Snorlax, who's chasing down Jim. Up ahead then, Magid in 4th, Guesty in 3rd. So Guesty, I believe, has got past Magid. Did he drop behind Magid? No, Magid was fighting him, so no movement there. A 2nd behind Homesick Alien, who looks definitely much closer to Racer Brown on this lap. And like I said, there was that acclimatization these guys have got from going from GTSport to GT7, and I think we can say the honeymoon's over, boys and girls. These guys are back to racing pace. Come on. Bandit says outlap +4. And there we go for the soft tyres. So Homesick Alien finding a good amount of pace. Well, it's 2nd lap, they all get purples, sorry. But it does look like Homesick Alien has got the measure of Racer Brown at the moment. He seems to have him just where he wants. He's just coasting through these corners. He's got it all under control. Guesty 2nd down the road, with Magid giving him some jip. But I don't think we're going to see some movement here. I think a bit of a cat and mouse going on there with Guesty trying to pull away from Majid. He's managed it, 8/10. Majid 1.4 seconds ahead of Jim. And Jim, is he back up to pace? He looks like he's back up to pace. And he's got Snorlax just behind him, keeping him very honest indeed. And Snorlax with a competitive lap time, 32.6 from Jim as well, as they all drop it through Paddock Hill Bend and all stay on the grey stuff. Oh no, I said that too soon. Guesty has fallen foul of Paddock Hill. You're going in too fast, Guesty. If you want my advice, I'd brake a little bit earlier into Paddock. So Guesty not going his way after such a great qualifying session, and Guesty is dropping it here, there and every t'other where. And talking about dropping it, looks like Baz has dropped it somewhere. He hasn't pitted, he's still on the racing hard tyres, but he's 7 seconds behind the field, which says to me he's had a trip into the kitty litter in Paddock Hill, but I do not know for sure. Guesty down then in 9th place, 7/10 behind Bandit. Bandit now 8th place, and he's gained 2 places just by staying on the road, so it's great stuff. Keep it up, there'll be others that drop it. Ensign Newart's not that far ahead of Bandit, and he's got Jokus just ahead of him, so a fight on there between Jokus. Oh, movement. Oh, that looked a little easy. I don't know if there was a coming together between Snorlax and Jim. It looked like Jim was giving Snorlax the position when we cut to it. So I'm not sure. Majid is up to 3rd now, yeah, because Guesty fell off the road. And Majid and Snorlax, the 2 new boys, the 2 new, the rookies, they're not new to the game or anything like that. They're damn fine racers, but they're new to the Virtual Racers Club. But I'm sure it'll only take 1 or 2 races, and those guys will be told they can take the yellow sticker off. And Jimbo, though, he's coming back at Snorlax. Snorlax looked like he made a small mistake in Paddock Hill Bend, and Jimbo claims the place in Druids. Oh, beautiful stuff from these 2. Look at the driving on display between Snorlax and Jim. They are giving us a rate treat, I tell thee. Sit back and enjoy such beautiful racing. Racer Brown leads from Homesick Alien with Majid in 3rd. We're seeing the battle between Jim and Snorlax right now, right here. Ensign Ewart up into 6th, but he's got Jokus, Guesty, Bandit. Bandit has slipped back behind Guesty, because Guesty's on fire, remember. And Jokus is going to be next on his list. And then Ensign Ewart, but these guys just staying ahead of each other at the moment. They're 4 seconds behind Snorlax and Jim, the battle, but these 2 could slow each other down. If they battle too hard, they'll find. Oh, and this is Snorlax going for the move. Now this is the beauty of this little I mean, they obviously have their strategies, and I suppose you want to run your fuel down quite a way before going on to the soft tyres to get full advantage. But if you're in the middle of a race with someone and it's you feel like you're losing time, brilliant, perfect timing to just throw it in, put some soft tyres on and smash some 5 laps out and hope when they do theirs you end up ahead of them. But at the moment, Jim and Snorlax battling away, and now look at Majid's 3 seconds ahead of them, and he wasn't that far ahead of them when they started. So these 2, I believe, are costing each other hella time. With Ensign Ewart 3 seconds behind, and there's Guesty having a look at Jokus, and oh my word, let's get on board. Jokus is out wide, but I think, oh, Guesty's going through. I wasn't sure if that was a little contact from Guesty going into the corner. It's tough to say. That looked like a power slide from Guesty. Guesty slinging it here, there and everywhere, and Jokus with that wide berth of a corner he's taken has given Bandit the run on him, on board with the Flying Dutchman as he tries to find his gist. I believe, oh dear, he lost a bit there to Jokus going down there. I don't know, but he did say, I think there was something said in the Discord that he quit last week, I believe, because he had these wrong settings. He had like some sort of LMP1 car settings on his pedals, so they just weren't working for this. So hopefully he's got all his ducks in a row for this race, and at the moment it's looking okay. He's on pace with the fast guys. I mean, a 31.1 from Racer Brown out there in the lead, and 32.8 from Bandit, and we know he can go faster than that. And he's there watching Jokus. And just a little further up, Guesty's catching up Ensign Ewer. We got racing abundance everywhere now. Guesty's catching up with Ensign though. Oh, and there we go again. Oh my God, deja vu for Guesty. And here comes Jokus, but I think Guesty is done just enough to stay ahead of Jokus. But yeah, Paddock, I mean, I'll tell you again, Guesty, I don't know if it's falling on deaf ears, but you might want to brake a little earlier into Paddock Hill Bend. Just a little bit, just a little bit. So Jokus all up in Guesty's business, because your tyres do get dirty in this game, and they do take a while, a few corners, to get back up to a racing pace. And there we see Guesty being pained by his tyres right now, as Jokus trying furiously to find a way by, because he's got this fella, Bandit, the M&M rider, right behind him. So he's got to be careful, he's got to beware, he's got to watch out. I don't know, I think it did remind me of a song, but it doesn't. So Jokus has got to be careful. Guesty on Guesty is on one, and Jokus, that's the way Jokus finds a way by. Looked like Guesty had a little snatch of the brakes there, and Jokus found his way by. Remember, these guys got around on Guesty, he's still learning the car. 197 miles, where Guesty's got, I mean, Jokus has got 64 miles. Was he not? He did take part last week, so I'm not sure. Guesty's gone in, he wants some softs. Doesn't like how the car's feeling. Holmes Galian's in the lead. Has Racer Brown stopped for softs? No. So Holmes Galian in the lead of this race by 2.4 seconds at 36.3. And yes, it looks like Racer Brown has had a trip to another part of the track that isn't deemed the racing track. Looks like he's had a little detour. He's had a little trip. Hey, man. So Holmes Galian is your leader. It's good to talk, and so they say. So Holmes Galian, 2.1 seconds ahead of Racer Brown. Majid is only 2 seconds behind Mr. Brown. He's keeping pace with those boys ahead of him, doing a fine job. Then we have Snorlax up into fourth, and Jim's dropped behind Ensign Ewer. Oh my word. Well, what's happened to Jim? It must have been this lap. He's 5 seconds off of his best. And yeah, he's dropped behind Ensign. Unbelievable how this race has changed. Bandit is up into seventh now. Guesty behind Jokus, we saw that happen. Bazza in 10th, Jokus carrying a 3-second penalty. And we must have the pit lane things on. And this is not Guesty's best day at the office, it has to be said. Looked promising at the beginning though. Racer Brown back in the lead. Where's Homesick? He's gone for a trip. My gosh. Brands Hatch is really punishing our Suzukas today. They're all taking a spanking. 11 minutes in. 60-minute race. So let me do the math on that for you. 49 minutes left, should we say? I think we should. And Homesick Alien throttling his Suzuka. Majid is up into second. God bless you. Go on, Majid. URL, I believe he is. Hang on, I found a button that brings up something. There you go, their nickname. And Racer Brown again going wry and going wide. And now Majid is the leader. Come on, Majid. Get in there. If he takes... Anyway, I don't know if he's got a rookie sticker on. I think he's already maybe allowed to move it. I don't know. But... and he takes the win, he's the rookie sticker's got to go. I can't even see it though anyway. Maybe he's put it on the front, something yellow on the front. Maybe he's already... But he's from the Ultimate Racing League, is Majid, and he's doing a beautiful job, the Dane. Look at that, 3 seconds ahead of Racer Brown. Racer Brown, like I said, it's a knock-on effect. When they have an off, the tyres are not healthy when they come back on the track. So they're pained for quite a bit of the lap. And there you see Homesick Alien catching up. And them Swifts do look fine, don't they? They do look fine when they're on the road. And the Brown has decided this is his time for 5 laps on soft tyres. Ensign Hewitt's in 4th place. Look at him go. Look at him soar. Ensign Hewitt in 3rd place, with Snorlax in 4th. These guys still on their hard tyres. Everyone up in the top 4 are in hard tyres. Racer Brown's managed to get back on track with a set of soft tyres ahead of Bandit, who's 6th. Guesty on his soft tyres now. He's on his, I'd say, I don't know. I'm not counting the laps. I'd say second lap. He's purpling it up like a dream. Bazza, he's moved up the order a bit as Joker's pitted for tyres. He has. Joker's has come in. He's put some softs on, and Jimbo also has put some softs on. And my gosh, my good golly gosh, this race has had its twists and its turns. And now Jim is starting to plant some absolute stonking sector times in, as Majid leads the race by 3.7 seconds. Homesick Alien in second. It's looking rather dull. I don't know if they're grey clouds or just the sun going down. But yes, I don't know. Is there a thing that says when this race takes place? Or anything about weather? No? Definitely looks like the sun is going down on us though, as Homesick Alien rounds that final corner, chasing Majid, some 4 seconds adrift of him. Does a 32.1, and Majid doing a 32.2, so very close on the times. Ensign Newart's decided it's time to do his 5 laps on softs, as Guesty comes along, sweeps through and up into a 5th spot. Racer Brown also on those soft tyres as well, trying to make up some lost ground that he's had with a couple of sloppy offs. With Snorlax now in a podium position, but yet to try any of the soft tyres that are there for his delicacy. But yeah, so Snorlax running in third. Ensign Newer out of the pits. Out of the pits. He lost no position. Well, he lost Guesty's position, I guess, and Racer Brown. But for the track, that's not bad going, is it? He's got Bandit there. 7th, Bazza in 8th, who's also on the hard tyres. He's yet to pit. Jokers has gone out on a set of softs, flying around 9 seconds ahead of Jim. I don't know what's happened to Jim, but he seems to have lost a chunk of time somewhere. His pit stop wasn't great. Oh, I think he may have had possible off. Oh, I don't know. Looking for someone who's pitted, for heaven's sakes. He's not done his out that yet. Doesn't matter, it's a 140. Yes, they don't lose a lot of time in the pit here, do they? So yeah, I think that 2:02 is, that's like 30 seconds lost in one lap. He's in that. So I don't know what happened to him, but he's lost a whole huge chunk of time. So Majid leads 3.2 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien, who's 7 seconds missed that corner. Kid. The tyres, I mean, the tyres do last a while. So, I mean, if the sun's going down, the track's getting colder, the tyres are getting more worn. It's going to be tricky times out there for these guys. And these Suzukas look lively. So, Majid, though, doing a solid job. He's nearly down to half a tank of fuel, 16 minutes in. Homesick Alien saving a bit more fuel. Losing time to Majid, but he seems to be controlling his fuel and his tyres. That was the camera swinging around. That nearly got me going. Snorlax then in third. Similar fuel to Majid, about halfway. But great run. Guesty's got past Racer Brown. Guesty is off the track, off the hook, and out of 4th. So Racer Brown retakes that position again as I cut to it. And Guesty is absolutely slamming it in. He's really pushing. He must have, you not had a race for a while, Guesty. Where was you? I don't think you were around Thursday. He's gone in. He must have done his 5 laps. I don't remember him around on Thursday. He probably was there. But yeah, maybe he's not had a racing fix for a while. He's eager. He's out there trying to get his hit. He's gone back to the hard tyre and comes out behind the Baz. The Baz, who hasn't yet put any softs on his car. He's right behind Bandit. Ensign Newitt has pulled away from Bandit a little bit. He came out just ahead of him, didn't he? But he's managed to pull away on those soft tyres. Maintaining with Racer Brown, who's trying to catch up with Snorlax, but Racer Brown Oh, he's got 2 more laps. No, he's on this one. He's got 1 more lap on those soft tyres after this one. And Bandit has got the Baz all up in his business behind him, sitting alongside the Belgian Bullet, the ballsy Belgium. Barry the Oval Twins. He's got many names in the VRC, a living legend amongst us. Oh, he's mowing the lawn now, but he's back on. Maybe he wasn't, because it just seemed to side jump. Ooh, Bandit playing dare in the fast corner, and he gains as well. Look, gained a good amount of ground on the Baz, and Barry taking it a little easier than Bandit, and Bandit loving it, pulling out space, pulling out a little breathing room for himself. And a little lift there from Bazza. Don't mind me, Baz. You floor it, mate. Jokers then on those soft tyres. He's on his 4th lap, so he's got 1 more. He's got his in lap to do. Really. Guesty back out on the hards, and Jimbo. What's? It's not gone so well on the soft tyre as well for poor Jimbo. Started so well. Oh, it's Brands Hatch, innit, Jim? It's bloody Brands Hatch again, innit? It's your bloody bogey track. It's the track that you go really well on, except for it bites you. So Majid leading 4.2 seconds from the Alien. None of these guys have pitted yet. Well, Racer Brown has, and he's caught up Snorlax, and he's through, but he's going to be in. Oh no, he's going for a double stint. Sorry, I apologise. No, hang on, let me sort this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he's on lap 5 of his tyres. Ooh, playing dare at Brands Hatch. Man's got some balls, hasn't he? Hey, the man's brought his balls along. He's not hiding them. And Snorlax, yet to even try a set of softs yet. Sees Racer Brown disappear into the pit lane. And so does Majid. Majid decides this is the time. And Homesick Alien, yet again, takes over the lead of this race in his BT Suzuki Swift. Snorlax, he decides to stay out. And he's up in 2nd. Ensign Ewart still on a run with his soft tyres. Racer Brown back out on the hards. And with everyone pitting around him, he's ahead of Majid. But Majid on the softs will be on the lookout for him. Bazza, yet to put on a set of softs yet, is in the mix. Guesty, Bandit must have put some... No, Bandit, well, he was ahead of Bazza, wasn't he? Was he pitted? I think he's just had a rough lap somewhere. Last lap, didn't look too hot for him. Jokus on the hards. Jimbo has come in to get rid of those soft tyres. He must be at the end of them. Yeah. So, yeah, he's gone back onto the hard tyres. Lost the pack somewhat. I don't know what happened to poor Jimbo. He lost... Oh, Homesick Alien, talking about losing things. He just lost the back end of his Swift. And now a lovely 3-point turn as Majid and Racer Brown. Oh no, Ensign Ewart turn up. And it's not Majid either, it's Snorlax, so I was wrong on both accounts. Snorlax and Ensign Ewart turn up on the scene. And Snorlax is leading the race ahead of Ensign Ewart. And this is delicious. And remember, Homesick Alien's tyres are going to be a little rough for a lap or two. Ensign Ewart has to come in to finish his 5 laps, and Homesick Alien is bringing it in to start his 5 laps. Snorlax is the leader, but he has not put any softs on yet, and Racer Brown moves up into 2nd place after doing 1 stint of soft tyres, 5 laps on the soft tyres, a little boost. Majid in 3rd place, ahead of Homesick, who comes out on those softs, and he's going to be wanting to absolutely floor it, as Ensign Ewart also going for a double stint on the softs is Ensign Ewart. He's getting the double stint in early to carry on the rest of the race on the hard tyre, so he will be able to stay pace with Homesick, as Guesty's gone for the racing hard tyre now. In 6th, with Bandit in 7th. Bazza has now gone in and put a set of softs on. He's going to be starting his 5 laps on those softs ahead of Jokers, who's just done 5 laps on the soft, I believe. He's gone back to hard tyres, as has Jim. I believe that is, yes, as has Jim. They've topped up their cars. They're going for a long run, maybe a short one at the end with the soft tyres. We're 23 minutes into this race, not even halfway yet, and we have had mountains and mountains of action. Action-packed, you might even say. So Snorlax there leading this race by 6 seconds. True, he has not pitted yet, like most of the fields, but still, take nothing away from him. He's kept it on the grey stuff all the way along, and he's chipped out himself a lead in the second round of the Suzuki Swift Endurance Cup Challenge Championship, brought to you by Virtual Racers Club, proud sponsors of, no, sponsored by Seal Oil. Oh yeah, just having a hot beverage break. You don't mind, do you? Beautiful looking car, Snorlax. Absolutely delicious. So Snorlax is leading 5 seconds. Racer Brown's catching him. Racer Brown, leader of the championship, hunting his prey with Homesick Alien 3 seconds adrift of him on the softer tyre, remember. So Homesick Alien will be chasing down a little bit of Racer Brown, and Majid on the softs as well. Ensign Ewart on the softs, not far behind. Three-way battle will sit on board with Majid. I don't know, hang on. I don't think you can look back in this camera angle though. Doesn't do the look back. That's pants, isn't it? Not the view, but you can't look back. Ooh, it looks dark out the rear of his Swift, and there you see Ensign Ewart hunting him down, chasing him down. These three, Homesick, Majid and Ensign, all on the soft tyre at the same time, giving it big balls to everyone. And Homesick, though, pulling away from Majid, who's just had to grab his car in Paddock Hill, and that's how easy it's done. And where is Ensign? There he is! And Ensign taking the opportunity to sweep by Majid. Come on, boys, this is racing. Beautiful stuff. Where do you find that beautiful racing? Obviously here at Virtual Racers Club, the home of sim racing. So in the chat we've got Pat Chat. Just to point out one small thing. There are Suzuki cars. Suzuki is the Japanese circuit. You keep making it sound like they're driving a Japanese track. What, Swift Suzuki? The Suzuki... Well, what do you want me to say? Just call them Swifts. Then it makes it sound like I'm saying they're going quick. Are they doing Suzuki? Wouldn't that be funny, doing Suzuki with Suzukas? So Snorlax leads this race with Racer Brown in hot pursuit. Very close, isn't he? And Homesick Alien not too far behind. Ensign Ewart's got himself ahead of Majid. Oh yeah, we saw it. Sorry. Snorlax is in then. He's come in for his 5 laps of soft tyres. A little bit of pace, a little bit of grip. And he's just about to undertake that as Racer Brown retakes the lead and loses it in Paddock Hill. Lights up the front wheels because he knows Ensign Ewart is not far behind, and Majid as well goes through, and so does Guesty. The shame for shame of it. And Snorlax on them soft tyres comes up just to rub a little salt in that wound as Racer Brown tries to get those hard tyres back up to temperature, and Homesick Alien with a little smirk on his face in that helmet. He must be feeling quite pleased with himself, eh? Ensign Ewart up into second place, and we're not even halfway through this race yet. Majid is back into third. He's on a soft run though, as is Homesick and Ensign. All top 3 are on softs. They're going to have to go in, and Guesty will be there rubbing his hands gleefully, saying, "Come to me, my little ones. It is time." And Guesty's been on an adventure today, and it looks like he might be back in the lead in a couple of laps' time. Unbelievable stuff. Snorlax then. Oh, I say that, but Guesty's going for another trip. Man. And Snorlax going for the outside. He's got the soft tyres, and he maintains, and he does. Beautiful move there from Snorlax. And yes, Guesty, there was no defending. He could not do anything to defend that. And he gave lovely racing room, and Snorlax going up into 4th place as he does his soft run. He's on his outlap. Guesty on the hard tyres. He's got Racer Brown catching him up as well, because we've got that, you know, a fair few corners where the tyres are just pants. Oh, Guesty is fighting with his Suzuki Swift, not the racetrack, the car. And Racer Brown all up in this. He's saying, yeah, I'm up for this. Let's have it. I've had enough, and I need an overtake to make me feel better. I need the XP. And there he goes, having a look. Went out wide to try and get that inside tighter line, and he gets it. He gets it all right, and he's through. He's through. No, it's side-by-side action all the way. Of course, Guesty slipped in behind for the toe. And Racer Brown up into 5th. Guesty again playing dare with the side of the track. And I don't think Guesty saw the chat last week when they said you cannot ride the curbs. You cannot ride the curbs in these cars. They will punish you. Snorlax then up into 4th with Majid in 3rd, with Ensign Ewer in 2nd. Homesick Alien leads this race, but he's got to finish with the soft tyres. He comes in. Ensign Ewer has done with the soft tyres. Majid has done with the soft. No, this is awful. That is not what Majid wanted. It was a last minute thing. Maybe he was counting up his tyres and thought, oh bugger, I've got to go in. But he hit the wall, and he's lost a humongous chunk of time, and that might put Jim back into the action. So many people in the pits there. Snorlax is leading. He's on his 3rd lap with the soft tyres. Homesick Alien's got a penalty coming out of the pit lane, or going into the pit lane, one or the other, and he's picked himself up a huge 3-seconder of a penalty. And Racer Brown then, 3 seconds. He's going to be laughing, but he's got to watch out for Paddock Hill. And then Guesty there in 4th. We thought he was going to be taking over the lead of this race. As it turned out, it was Snorlax. Ensign Ewer comes out of the pits in 5th. Strong position there for Ensign Ewer. Majid, oh, he's got the 3-second penalty, and he hit the wall. It's all gone. Pete Tong in Majid's car. But there's still plenty of race left, and it's action-packed. There's lots of incidents. So Majid, it still could happen. Bazza's there in 7th. He's on the soft tyre at the moment. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey? No, he must have come in. Oh, Majid's off. And Bazza's all up in his business, and I can't work out. I think he might have pitted and put another set on, going for a double one. Majid's got out of the way. I think he just needs to collect his thoughts for a second, but now he's got Bandit catching him up, and it doesn't look like Bandit's put the soft tyre on at all during this race so far. His hards are worn down quite well. Joker's there, 9 seconds behind the Bandit, 14 seconds ahead of Jim. Jim slowly chipping away at that time with Joker's, and Jim hoping people are having a nightmare of a race and it can come back to him. And Sourlax goes fastest of everyone on lap 20, and he is absolutely flying out there. It's delicious, it's cracking. We've got Racer Brown in 2nd, Guesty in 3rd. Homesick Alien also went and put another set of softs on, it looks like. So Homesick Alien on his 2nd stint of softs. I thought he'd gone back to hards, and he hasn't. He's gone for another set of softs. Guesty then, easy chow for him on hard tyres, standing still virtually as Racer Brown hones in on, Homesick Alien hones in on Racer Brown. And Racer Brown, handing it out wide, and Homesick Alien having to thread that one back onto the track. I bet he had to do a lift then. And his heart leapt up a couple of inches. And here he goes then, closing the gap, and Racer Brown on the hard tyre. I think he's only done one stint with the softs at the moment as Racer Brown, as has Guesty. Homesick Alien, I think, is on his 2nd stint. of softs. He's decided to do both stints in the middle of the race, as I believe Bazza has as well. I think Ensign did as well, didn't he? Ensign went for a double stint on softs. Ooh, unless we're getting a glitch and they're probably on hards. But no, he's doing lap times for softs as well, isn't he? So I thought he'd be buying by now. Come on, Homesick. I'm sitting here all day looking at you. Bandit's gone in. Bandit's gone in, and I'm thinking he hasn't pitted yet. I'm still waiting for Homesick to seal the deal here. Making a meal of it. He's on soft tyres and Racer Brown's on hard tyres. Should have been done by now, but you know. Who am I to judge? Oh, he's milking it now, and he's just playing up to the camera. Get by him. Hurry up. Around the outside as well. Look, he's really negotiating this track. Like a lunatic. And there he gives Racer Brown a little love kiss. Mid-corner, just to let him know he's there. And this is, tight stuff between the championship leaders. And Homesick Alien has been held up a lot on this lap for his soft run. This is not what he needed. Snorlax is not losing. Who's that behind? Homesick. Guesty, sorry. Homesick again, out wide. This is not what he needs. And Snorlax has come in to finish his soft stints. As Homesick Alien takes the lead from Snorlax and Racer Brown. He takes second away from Racer Brown, the lead from Snorlax, as Snorlax is in the pits. And Homesick Alien is the leader of the race at the moment, but he's on a soft stint, so he's going to have to pit, where Racer Brown is yet to do his second soft stint. So I think Homesick Alien a little bit better off than Racer Brown. One pit stop to do for Homesick, where there's 2 pit stops for Racer Brown to do. So yeah, Homesick Alien sitting pretty there ahead of Racer Brown, as Homesick Alien will be pitting in God knows, I can't tell which was his in lap. Oh yeah, I can. 1, 2, 3. He's on his 4th lap with these softs, so he's got another lap to do. He'll be in the pits, and that'll be his last of his pit stops for the day. He'll put some hard tyres on, and he'll go all the way to the end. And Racer Brown has got 2 pit stops to do. So at the moment, Homesick Alien is sitting pretty. He's sitting better off than Racer Brown and Guesty, who's also got another set of softs to use in this race. Snorlax, he's gone the double stint as well. Snorlax going for the double stint on them soft tyres. Interesting. And it's working out for him. We saw Ensign Ewart did the double stint, and it's helped him. Majid we saw having issues himself, and Racer Brown is going for that second hit of soft tyres. Maybe it's just dawned on him he's got to do one more pit stop than Homesick Alien, so he needs to get out there and gain some ground to try and compete against the Alien today, because I think the Alien is, unless he has a massive off, which anyone could. Oh, someone's joined for no reason. I don't even recognise the name. It must be one of Racer Brown's seedy friends. So, Homesick Alien leading from Guesty. Guesty staying out on the hards. He's still yet to use another set of softs. Homesick Alien, this is his final lap on his soft tyres. Then he'll pit, and that'll be him done for the day. And Guesty in second. Snorlax up to third, doing a double stint of softs. He's got a pit stop to do in, well, no, he's only just started. And there we go, he's left. See you later, alligator. So, yeah, I think this is no, it can't be, can it? It's not saying outlap. Oh, he's already done the outlap. It's his second lap on these tyres, sorry. Racer Brown then putting the softs on, coming out ahead of Ensign Ewart, but he's got to pull out some. Well, pit stops aren't hurting them that much, are they? They're only losing seven or odd seconds. Although he's low on fuel, he might have to sit and fuel up. Where I think Ensign Ewart did fuel up, didn't he? Yes, Ensign Ewart's fueled up to the end of the way. He's going to the end of the race, so that should be enough fuel for the end of the race. Homesick Alien will be doing similar. Who's that? What was that? Something was kicking up, no? I thought I saw some smoke. Snorlax catching up with Guesty. Guesty on those hard tyres, getting low on fuel. And Snorlax on his second stint of softs. Bazza's come in. He must have done his... he did a double stint, did Bazza. So he's done. He's going to top his car up, put the hards on, and he's going to crack on for the rest of the day. Bandit's just finishing one set of softs. He might put another set on, though. It seems to be the winning formula. He has gone for another set of softs. So Bandit going for another set of softs. That is Bazza done for the day with soft tyres. He's topped it right up. You might have put too much fuel in that, the Baz, but that's your choice. It's your car. No one can tell you what you can do with your car, unless you're an American, and then they can tell you what to do with your own body, it seems. So Jimbo, 4 seconds, I don't know if Jimbo's got another set of softs to use yet, though. Haven't kept track, but he's only 4.5 seconds off of the Baz, which is not too bad. Bandit then, another set of soft tyres. He's going for any. Can he reach Jokus? Jokus is on a set of softs as well. Jokus on his 4th lap of his soft tyres. Guesty's in to put his last set of softs on. Snorlax is leading the way again. Snorlax, you are the man. With a Racer Brown chasing him down on his set of soft tyres. And Guesty coming out just ahead of the Alien on his softs. And the Homesick Alien is being absolutely tested to the max by Ensign Newer. Ensign Newer in there. Look at this. These guys have all got a pit ahead of these two. These two are running to the end. And Majid comes out. I think he's done all his soft runs. I'm not sure, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I think he's done his soft runs. I think he's topped up now. Hard tyres. He's running to the end. He's 18 seconds off of Ensign Newer and Homesick Alien battle. Homesick Alien seems to be pulling away now from Ensign Newer. So all's goods in the hood as Guesty tries to make hay with those soft tyres, as is Racer Brown. And Snorlax also coming to the end of his soft run. He's on the 4th lap. He's got one more lap on those bad boys. And Ensign Newer, Majid then just coming out on the hards ahead of Jokus, who's on his soft run at the moment. And Jokus and Bandit, he's on a soft run at the moment. These are guys will be pitting. Bazza has put the hards on. He's on his way to the checkered flag. 20 minutes to go in this race. Jimbo, I'm not sure. I think he might have done all his soft runs. I'm not sure, though. I must say I've lost track of Jimbo's race. I left him to it. I thought he probably wouldn't want me checking him out too much if he's having a bad day. But the second half of this race hasn't looked too bad, has it? I mean, lap 22, not great. That could have been a pit stop, I don't know. But it's a nice consistent lap time from the gym. Snorlax leads then from Racer Brown, 2.7 seconds. Snorlax on his final lap with these soft tyres. He'll be pitting. Where is he going to come out? Ensign Newer's ahead of Homesick Alien. What has happened? What has happened? Homesick Alien 4 seconds down on Ensign Newer. And Ensign Newer could be in the lead of this race when everything dishes out, when everything shakes out. The man Ensign Newer, who I said in qualifying, I quote, he's woke up. I think he's going to be leading the race. I think, well, no, 17 seconds. Snorlax should be able to get in and out, shouldn't he, in 17. It's only taken him... Oh, he's got to top up with fuel as well, though. This is the thing, it's the fuel. It's the fuel quantity and time of filling could determine a lot. But Homesick Alien slipping again from Ensign Newer. So Snorlax is in. But he's got to put some fuel in. He's got to put at least half a tank of fuel in that, maybe just under half a tank of fuel. And Guesty goes by Ensign Newer. This is it. This is if Snorlax can get out ahead of Ensign Newer, then he's gravy. Ensign Newer's coming down the start straight. Snorlax is heading towards the pit exit. Ensign Newer and Snorlax both reaching Paddock Hill Bend at the same time, but Snorlax has it. Snorlax has it. I think Snorlax is going to be leading this race when Guesty and Racer Brown pit. And Ensign Newer, look at that, 4 tenths off 4/10. That's how tight this is after 42, 43 minutes of racing. And now Dan's sliding it around. I mean, Ensign Ewart is sliding it into the corners, and they're leaving Homesick Alien behind like he's a pedestrian. And Majid then, oh, if it wasn't for the pit wall, Majid, you would be a lot higher. Bandit in 7th. His fuel is out virtually. He's got another lap, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's got another lap after this one. I'm sure the fuel will last. Bazza topped up till the end. He's hoping Bandit's going to be in the pit lane a little longer. And I mean, hey, Snorlax was like 17 seconds or something ahead of Ensign Ewart. It was very tight when they're coming out. Ensign Ewart's still going for it. Remember, Snorlax's tyres, brand new. They're not up to temperature. He's got a lap or two to bed them in. Racer Brown's into the pits, and this is going to tell as well who is where. Guesty's still got another lap or so to go on those tyres. He's just finishing his 3rd, so he's got 2 more laps on his soft tyres. He's ahead. Snorlax and Ensign Ewart battling out. Ensign Ewart's playing dare with the outside of the track, and he survives. And Racer Brown's out. Racer Brown's out. He did enough. He did enough to stay ahead. How was that possible? But amazing stuff from Racer Brown. He got that purple just before he come in. Absolutely destroyed the lap time. And there he is in 2nd place ahead of Snorlax. Ahead, and Snorlax some 4 seconds to find on Racer Brown. And but Racer Brown, it's the cold tyres coming out of the pit lane. He's chucked a whole chunk of time away as Snorlax, Ensign Ewart and Homesick Alien head his way. And Racer Brown, though, it's not too bad. It's not like he's lost half the time. He was 4 seconds ahead of Snorlax. Now he's 2 seconds. That's more than enough for Racer Brown to play with for the rest of this race. I say the rest of this race, we're coming into the last 15 minutes of this endurance race, this 60-minute race, and it has been chock a block full of racing goodness and action, and a few offs as well by everyone, because Guesty's had offs. He's going to be pitting soon. Racer Brown has had offs. I've had a few, too few to mention. Snorlax then in 3rd, with Ensign Ewart right in his chuff, right in his tailwind, trying to get something out of this. He wants a boo. He wants a podium. He's looking for a podium. He's gone out wide. He's going on the attack towards Paddock Hill Bend, but Snorlax defending the inside, and it's a brave man that outbreaks people there. And Snorlax on the inside, Ensign Ewart on the outside. They both survived. They're both side by side. That is stunning. Stunning, I tell you. Look at that. Great stuff from the 2 drivers. Sorry. And they're still side by side through Druids. Unbelievable racing here from Snorlax and Ensign Ewart. Ensign Ewart gains the position, grabs the place. No guts and no glory, says Ensign Ewart. No guts, no glory hole. My word, that was fantastic. So Ensign Ewart then in 3rd ahead of Snorlax, and he had to fight for that. And Snorlax defended the best he could. They both gave each other amazing racing room. And here comes Snorlax for part 2. No, he dips in back again behind Ensign Ewart. And there's all sorts of craziness going on out there. Racer Brown 14 seconds behind Guesty. Guesty, though, coming to the end of his soft stint, and Racer Brown will be back in the lead of this race as Ensign Ewart battling with a Snorlax. He's the right tree, but these two fighting each other, slowing each other down, has brought Homesick Alien back into the equation. And you don't have to be Einstein to know when Homesick Alien's in the equation, then you're in trouble. So Snorlax then chasing down Ensign Ewart with Homesick Alien just in sight behind them. And Guesty in the pits, back on the hards, back out again. And my God, Guesty's kept the lead. He's kept the lead. How? The man is a magician. I wrote him off really early doors in this race. He's got a lap, though. He's got a lap to bed those tyres in. Racer Brown's tyres are going to be in a lot better position, but Guesty's going to make that Swift as wide as possible. And he's going to call her Taylor. Shake it off, shake it off. Oh no, Guesty running out of grip, and Racer Brown retakes the lead of the race. And guess he's got to watch his back because Ensign Newart's on his way with Snorlax in tow. And this is crazy racing from Homesick Alien following them down the road. And Snorlax and Ensign Newart cannot leave each other alone. This has been a crazy day as Ensign Newart goes for that wide line round there. And he maintains, but here we go. This is where he loses the grip. And Snorlax is through. Thank you very much, sir, he says. I'm on my way to Abu. And Homesick Alien also getting advantage from Snorlax, from Ensign Newart losing grip, but no. Ensign Newart deciding to go side by side with the Alien, and the Alien, too rich for his blood, backs out of it, and Majid there, 33 seconds behind, but Bazza's on the move. Bazza's giving Majid all kinds of things to think about. He's seeing that kaleidoscope car in his rear view mirror, and he's thinking, man, am I tripping? Am I tripping out, or is that car groovy? And so Majid, with his hands full of Belgian balls. Hey, that didn't sound right, did it? But it's, I'm going with it. And Jokus then. 1.6 seconds, so Jim has managed to get back into this race. He's ahead of Bandit only just, and he's fighting down Jokus, and every point counts in this championship. Even for a bad round, Jimbo has got to go for it against the Jokus. But Jokus' tyres are fresh as a fresh blood. Fresh, yeah? And Jimbo's is quite old, and Bandit's tyres are quite fresh. So Jimbo, it looks like he's fighting the elements, and the rubber is mainly the element he's fighting in that Suzuki Swift. And Racer Brown then tearing away from Guesty as Guesty gets his tyres up to temperature, and it really does sway things, doesn't it, when they come out the pits and those tyres aren't right up to temperature, and that first lap out is a bit ginger. It's great to see. I like it when they have an off. It's not like they can't shake it off. It's costly for them. Snorlax in third, a rookie, only just joined, and look at him. Round two, he's saying, get that rookie sticker off my butt. I don't need it. That big yellow square with the red, with the black X, the man on podium is carrying that. So Snorlax in third. Ensign Newart is in trouble from Homesick Alien, and we saw Homesick Alien have a nibble at Ensign earlier and then backed out of it. And oh, this is painful for Homesick Alien. He looked like the wind was on at one point in this race. I honestly thought Homesick Alien was looking good, and I don't know how, but the race just got away from him a little bit. Well, I know how, they've all had an off or two around here at Brands Hatch, but 60 minutes around Brands Hatch, probability is you're going to have an off, isn't you? They've done 33 laps, and it's inevitable that offs happen at Brands Hatch. So Homesick Alien then 3/10 are behind Ensign Newart, giving us a right treat. I'll get in the passenger seat so we can see his Jacques Villeneuve helmet. And is there movement? There's a yellow flag. Hang on. There's a yellow flag up ahead. Someone's going slowly. It's Racer Brown. Guesty's retaken the lead. It looks like Racer Brown's had an off. He's got damage on the front. So Guesty in the lead with only 9 minutes to go. 8.5 minutes, I correct myself. Snorlax, who the lax, is now in second place as Racer Brown gets his car fixed on the move and gets his tyres back up to temperature. And my word, Homesick Alien will be pleased. He's got himself past. Oh, everyone hanging it out in Paddock Hill Bend like they just don't care. And that is a lot more comfortable for Homesick Alien to sit with as he gets past Ensign Newart and sees Racer Brown dropping down to third. But now Racer Brown all over Snorlax, and we've seen Snorlax is willing to go side by side in the corner to keep the position. So Racer Brown, beware, this boy races. So Racer Brown then slipping down into third, giving Guesty a great opportunity to win on his debut in the championship. His first try, and he hits the win button. And Racer Brown trying to get every point, and Snorlax trying to defend there, and a Nearly put himself out of the race there, swinging across the track. You've got to be careful of that. It could be deemed as aggressive, but I know he really probably wants this second place. Little snatch on the brakes, and that's all Racer Brown needs to see as they come down the hill. Snorlax with that inside line, but Racer Brown putting him under some immense pressure. And Snorlax, he's only a mere mortal, you know. There's only so much he can take, and Racer Brown is dishing out some absolute punishing pressure on him again, side by side, heading up towards Paddock Hill Bend. And let's not see any accidents happen here, boys, and that's delicious stuff. And Snorlax right on the limit of the brakes there, and manages to stay ahead. I think Racer Brown just was going to follow him through there and let him outbrake himself, but Snorlax on it. And talking about on it, 5.7 seconds in the lead is Guesty, and we've got 6.5 minutes to go. Snorlax in second with Racer Brown in third. Homesick Alien's catching them. Snorlax is doing Homesick Alien quite a big favour here by being a pain in Racer Brown's butt. Homesick Alien is managing to catch up, but not enough, I think. And Racer Brown, you feel he's going to get the move done. He's still on the outside, though. It's a struggle for him. Snorlax is giving him what for. And Racer Brown running out of ideas, running out of plays here against Snorlax, and all he can do is just keep piling on the pressure and hope Snorlax makes a mistake. Meanwhile, Guesty another second, pulling out in the lead. And Racer Brown again, he's going to get desperate, and he might make a mistake. We've seen Racer Brown make many mistakes around here, plenty of mistakes. And again, he's all up in Snorlax's hiney, and Snorlax is just soaking up that pressure. He says, all day, I can do this. And Racer Brown swinging round from one side to another. Homesick Alien doesn't seem to be gaining on him, and I thought he was flashing his lights like it was the end. And Racer Brown going for the outside of Paddock Hill Bend, and he's not quite got it. He's going for the inside of Druids, though. He's out on the outside. Oh, and he's got the move done, and it looked like Snorlax just a little late on the brakes there. And Racer Brown gains the position and says, yeah, thanks very much. But Snorlax, not to give in too easily, wants that place back. And Homesick Alien 3.4 seconds behind. He's dropped back even more, and Snorlax slings it up the inside of Racer Brown. I'm sorry, I was neither here nor there with the cameras, didn't get to see it that well, but yeah, Snorlax did not hang around, and he was back up the inside of Racer Brown. Homesick Alien slipped back a little bit more. I don't know if he's had a small off. We can't pull away from this little battle, though. There is stuff happening. Ensign Newer in 5th, Majid in 6th, Joker's 7th, Bazza in 8th. And so Jokers has ended up ahead of Bazza, because Bazza was right up at Majid, I think. And here we go again, Racer Brown going for that second place, but Snorlax seeing him off, and this is impressive. And we'll take a moment in Discord to congratulate Snorlax, because he has had a blinding race, it has to be said. And so Guesty leads, Snorlax defending. That is the name of the game. And again, Racer Brown getting that run up to Paddock Hill. Snorlax late on the brakes. Is this the one that's going to put him out into the Keelia? No. Brilliant stuff from Snorlax. Very late on the brakes. Stays on the track. Gains a bit of ground. And Racer Brown before went on the attack into Druids, but he couldn't this time. And Snorlax absolutely seeing him in every corner for what he's got. It's beautiful stuff, beautiful racing. Homesick Alien again, he's pulled in again. Oh, Racer Brown, is he wide? He's gone wide as Racer Brown. The camera was too far away. I don't think they were alongside each other, but Racer Brown, and now Snorlax can chill out a little. Chill, man, as Racer Brown is going to feel that pressure as Homesick Alien. These are fighting the lead of the championship at the moment. Ooh, they scare me when they go to the edge of the track here. And the Homesick Alien looking for that position off of Racer Brown as Snorlax is just driving to get to the end. We've only got 2.5 minutes. That's 2 laps around here at Brands Hatch. Guesty's leading by 7.2 seconds. Snorlax in second, Racer Brown in third. Homesick Alien in 4th, but only 4 tenths behind Racer Brown. Ensign Newer in 5th, with Jokus in 6th, Majid in 7th, looking for that run on Jokus. Bazza's 4 seconds behind him, lost a bit of time there. Bandit's only 2 seconds behind the Baz. And Jimbo did have another set of softs to use. And he's smashing them in right near the end, but he's going to have to pit on the last lap to put on hard tyres. Guesty, Snorlax, and Homesick Aliens ahead of Racer Brown. Homesick Aliens up into 3rd place. The racing's not done until it's done here at Virtual Racers Club. And Snorlax is off. Is that Snorlax? Snorlax has had enough. Oh, heartbreak. Heartbreak in the final 2 laps. Homesick Aliens up into 2nd, Racer Brown into 3rd. There's no catching Guesty now. He's gone with the wind. And Racer Brown then, Snorlax. Oh, poor Snorlax. That is just painful, painful, painful. As Ensign Ewart closes in on Snorlax. Guesty crosses. No, he doesn't cross the line yet. We've still got the battle with Homesick Alien and Racer Brown. Racer Brown's tyres are in a lot better condition than Homesick Aliens, but I mean, I don't think it's enough to make a difference out there at this point in the race. Maybe if the tyres were fully red, it'd possibly make a difference, but at the moment Homesick Alien doing just enough to stay ahead. Snorlax in 4th, must be absolutely spitting feathers in that car, with Ensign Newer right up his jacksie, trying to gain another position for the end of the race. Jokus is in 6th place, ahead of Majid, who's ahead of Bandit. Bazza, I don't know if they were the same as they were. They seem like they're not. Yeah, Majid was chasing Jokus. Oh, there's big offs. Bandit and Majid, I think, looked like they had a coming together, did they? Oh, my words. So, Guesty comes around. No, he's all right. He's got ages yet. Homesick Aliens dropped. Oh, no, he hasn't. It's 6 tenths. Anything else I can get wrong for you, sir? Homesick Alien having a little bunny hop over the cones, with Racer Brown still hot on his tail. The final lap is up, so everyone crossing the line. Can I find any of them? There we go. Bazza finishing in 7th, Jim in 8th, Majid in 9th, Bandit coming home in 10th. There was something happened between Majid and Bandit there, and I don't know, I missed it, I'm afraid. Oh my God, Homesick Alien, Racer Brown at it, and Racer Brown's up and into 2nd place. And I don't know what happened. We just caught the end of it. Oh, they've just come across Bandit. And so Racer Brown ahead of Homesick Alien then. But Homesick Alien's going to try. And here comes Guesty to take a win on his debut here of the Swift Suzuki Endurance Cup Challenge Championship. Brought to you by VRC, Virtual Racers Club. And here we go. There's going to be a photo finish between Racer Brown and Homesick Alien as they head towards the line. Who's it going to be? It's Racer Brown by 200th of a second. Snorlax gets 4th. Homesick Alien, take a boom, my son. Ensign Newer gets 5th. Jokus comes home for 6th spot. And Dyson sliced that one up, boys, in the press conference. That is well, I had Guesty counted out from the first 10 minutes of this race. I thought Guesty didn't have it today, but he certainly did. As Jokus takes it wide, but why? He's the last man on track. It doesn't matter to him, and he comes across 6th place. Great finish. Bazza in 7th, Jim in 8th. I bet Jim didn't believe he was going to get those 2 places off of Majid and Bandit. And I don't know what happened to Majid and Bandit. It looks like one had a spin and the other hit him. So Guesty then is your winner and of round 2. And let's have a look at his bum. There he is. Look at that. Very nice. It's a bit of a plain overall. Where's your VRC overall, Guesty? Come on. It's the small things. So there we go. Wow. Wowzers, eh? Wowzers. What can we say? That was glorious. Whew. Hose me down. Right. There's nothing to see in there. So, yeah. That was round 2. That was exciting, wasn't it? just a little. Wow, from beginning to end, I don't think I stopped all the way through that 60 minutes. Fantastic racing. Ensign Hewitt saying, what a race. Joker saying, great racing, boys. It was fantastic. That was entertaining as hell. Fantastic stuff, people. You astound me in every sense of the word. It's amazing. Fantastic. Round 2 of the Swift Suzuki Endurance Cup Challenge Championship. Virtual Racers Club, sponsored by Seal Oil. And Guesty was your winner, with Racer Brown in second and Homesick Alien rounding out your podium. Stop it, Cat, you're a freak. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Mike Litteris. Thank you again for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club. Don't forget to hit like, and if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. I'm trying to get 2 more subscribers. That's my New Year's aim. By the end of the year, I want 2 more people subscribing. So I'm trying to really push to hit that subscribe button. I know there's 2 of you out there that might just touch it. And if you want to ring my bell, just give that bell a little tickle, and you'll get notified when we are streaming, which is usually Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Ahead this week, we've got Thursday. We're getting dirty. We're getting filthy in the mud. So join us on Thursday night for the WRX Challenge, where we'll be nipping around, I think it's Sardinia Windmills, or Sardinia Windmills, in the meaty, beefy Isle of Man TT WRX Subarus. It's going to be gorgeous. And then on Friday, it's the main event. You saw qualifying last Friday. Well, this Friday, it's the race. Daytona 2.5. 2.5 hours of multi-class racing with Group 3 and Group C cars chasing each other's tails around the Florida-based oval. That's everything this week. Thank you again for being here with us. And I already said my name, Mike Litteris. And that's everything, I think. So take care of yourselves, guys. Don't forget to check us out. If you're watching us on YouTube, just click on About, and all of our links are there. Baz is in the chat saying that would have gone better without that first mistake. Bazza also said, did a good job counting laps. There you go. Skyjacker said, that looked fun. Mama Homesick said, wow, that was very exciting. Well done all. Thanks, Thingy. You were great as always. Ah, bless you. Thank you very much. And Majid saying, bandit. So I don't know what happened between those two. I'm sure it might pop up in the steward's room. I've told you everything. That's it then. There's only one thing left to say. I'm sure Racer Brown wants to shut down the room and get on with his life. So all I can say is, oh, that's the wrong button. Peace and love. Peace and love. You've got red on you.